Jai Shri Ram. Paul Brunton, whose book What is Karma is an excellent book. I think you must read this book. He writes wonderfully. He tells us so much about karma. A great scholar indeed, truly spiritual. So Paul Brunton, that is his pen name actually. It's a pseudonym, and he, unfortunately, I noticed that he is addicted to Jesus Christ. Though of course he popularized Ramana Maharshi, he had an enlightenment. In the presence of Ramana Maharshi, he explains how he suddenly felt transported into an ocean of blazing light, and he lost consciousness of his own self, and he had an amazing epiphany which he writes very well. But I do not know, of course, I made notings that he seemed to be addicted to Jesus Christ. This is in fact a strange irony. People, after reading the Bible, you should be able to get over this. Christianity, well, I do not want to use any strong language as of now. But anyway, here I am just trying to read out one entry in his book. Karma is not and can never be a merely individual matter. Society as a whole creates the slum, which creates the criminal. If society calls him to account for his crimes, he may in his turn, call society to account for making his criminal character possible. Consequently, society must also share with him, if in lesser degree, the karmic responsibility for his misdeeds. So, very interesting entries. There is another one I'll just read out for your listening pleasure. Whether you enter birth in penurious squalor or in palatial grandeur, you will come to your own spiritual level again in the end. This is what Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita. Environment is admittedly powerful to help or hinder, but the spirit's antecedents are still more powerful and finally independent of it. Exactly what Krishna said, well, in excellent English this man has put it. Of course, he wrote a wonderful book, In Search of Secret India, which made him very popular and introduced yoga and Ramana Maharshi to the Western world. Well, a great man indeed. I have no objections. But one more entry. You may be predestined to live in certain surroundings, but the way in which you allow them to affect you is not predestined. Very wonderful. This small book on karma. Trotsky made a point of being merciless to the enemy during Russia's civil war. It is not surprising that his own murder